Hey, how's it going? My name's Virginia. It's nice to meet you. hmm This is a fish that lives here. His name's Harry Houdini. Let's give him some late night snacks. Okay, so I just want to, I don't know, have a little fun. I've been a little down in the mouth lately, to say the least. So, have you ever played with these? They're rare earth magnets. Have you ever heard of them? They're pretty awesome. These little tiny things can hold like this little tiny one. You see how small it is? Can hold almost like 0.5 pounds of pressure. I bought some a long time ago. They were bigger than that. They were like the size of what are those chewy sprees? Yeah, it was like the size of a spree, exactly the size. They could hold 6 pounds of pressure. That's a lot of pressure. Well, I just wanted to show off my new pocket tie that I'm about to bust out of. It's full. It's full. That's right. I've run out of clothes because, well, I don't have a washer and dryer, and I don't have a way to get to the laundromat. So it's either this or a wedding dress, right? Or nothing at all. I could go like completely birthday suit, but that would be inappropriate. I don't like to be inappropriate. So I just want to show you guys, I just want to show you what's in my pocket tie, right? Okay, here we go. Let's see. I have some Burt's Bees, which I really like. It's the pomegranate. Busy. Very creative of me, right? Okay, so then I have some chalk if I need to play billiards, because I like to play billiards. And rule number 1, turn the chalk, not your stick. Okay, and then here's a fingernail file. Oh, I need it. I need to use that too. A mask. And let's see what else. My debit card and license. Oh, a picture of my pig. Here's a picture of my pig. A Band-Aid. A tiny pair of scissors. A red crayon. A blank check. Let's see. Oh, here's a picture of me and my kids with our pig. That's me. That's Sophia. That's me, and that's Charlie. And that's our pig. And then a key. So yeah, that's what I have in my pocket. Okay. Gotta get it all back in here. Oh. Already done. So. So, do you like to play billiards? Pool? Have I showed you my stick? Hold on, let me get it. I'm running with scissors. Okay, so then, like, let me show you. So, I used to play billiards. Is it okay if I take my mask off? Okay. I used to play billiards. Whew, it's hot. I don't anymore. I don't play anymore. I started playing billiards on my paddleballs pool table. It's a bumper pool table though, okay? And so bumper pool teaches you how to work angles. It's a much different game than, you know, billiards or snookers, whatever it is that you play. Bumper pool is a lot different. And there's a spot ball, and you get in the closest, and then you bump, you bump, you bump, you bump. You try to bump your ball, and you use an angle to get your ball in. So it's a really good game to teach you how to use triangles. Let's see. So that's where I learned how to. That's where I started playing pool, and then, like when I got to be my late teens, we would go down to the Highlands with our fake IDs, and we would get in like the local bars, play pool. I would just want to play. That's where I was going, to play pool, and I really, really liked it, and so I joined a pool league in the Highlands when I was young. So I played on a league, on a team. So then, let's see. Oh, let's see what happened there. So yeah, I played pool there, and I also bartended there. So I was a bartender there, and I had a good time. And I never advanced past A2 on any team that I was on. That's me. The first time around, they kept me at a 2 because it was an advantage to have me as a 2 because I really wasn't a 2. But like, there's this gray area when you are transitioning from one number to the next, and so they will. If that's the case, you always want to stay the lower because you have less games you have to win. However, never passed a 2. Anyway, 17 years passes by, right? And I find myself, it's time to go back out into the world again. Maybe even 20 years, let's see. 2001. No, 17 years. 17 years pass. And I go back to, my friend lives close to the bar that I used to play pool at and bartend at, and so he's like, you want to go there and hang out? I'm like, yeah, I do. So we go there, and I completely talk myself onto the pool team. Like, I'm like, you need me on your team. And like a couple weeks later, they called me and asked me if I wanted to join their team, and so I did. And I got my stick out, okay? So this was my paddleballs. It was either my paddleballs or Harry's. Whew, I gotta take my palca tie off, it's hot. Oh, I did a proper knot. Oh. Too proper, it's too proper. I've been swimming all day. It's amazing. So, yeah, so we go there and we play pool. I get on the team. I join. Now I've got my paddleballs pool stick, right? I don't know if it's my paddleballs or my step paddleballs. I found it in the basement when my paddleball, or my mom passed away, and it was time to, or when my mom was moving to a retirement home, and it was time to clean out our house. So I went down to the basement and I looked around and like all the drawers down there, and I found some really cool stuff. I found an article about my paddleball. I'm sorry, I don't really get ready for these anymore. I just like to be me. I'm keeping it real. So I found an article in there. Oh, I think it's like someone just spit in my eye. And it was about my paddleball. His name was Elmer Aloysius Thomas. This is him right here. He would always say, I got your nose. anyway, I found an article about him. He's in the Navy, and he was in the Second World War, and he was in the Pacific Theater, and he trained in the Marshall Islands. And I'm not proud of war. I'm just proud of my papa. So I'm just telling you his history. And I don't really like war. I don't like it at all. I don't like the things that happen during war. Whatever. Let's bypass. Let's just talk about my papa. So he was on a amphibious craft. Are they like the SDF or what are they? I can't remember what the 3 letters are for that kind of craft is. But he was a motor machinist when they were on the boat, first class motor machinist. But he would be in a hole a lot. But when they were at war, he would drive the amphibious craft to the beach and let people out, and then people that needed to go back to the boat would get in. He would take them back. So one time, as he's trying to leave, he can't leave. There's something wrong with the engine, so he gets out and he fixes it. There's a lot of sand caught in the engine, so he fixes it and gets everyone back out there to the boat while he's under fire. And I never heard that story from him. That's just an article I found in the basement drawer, and you meet someone you don't realize that you don't meet someone. I didn't realize my papa had been involved in a moment like that. He was so happy. He was the happiest, sweetest, nicest man. He really, really was. And I miss him lots. And so he used to do this when I was little. He would put his hands over like this. Okay. Oh, I gotta crack my nose. Oh. He would do that for a few minutes, and I would just be like, oh my gosh. Yeah, I kind of drift a lot. So I found this stick in the basement. It could have been my steppapa's. His name was Harry Donlin, right? He was, after my papa died, my mama and papa were married over 50 years, but when he died, she was only single for a year, but she waited a proper year, there's that mourning period you gotta do. She was proper. And so she got married to another man named Harry Donlin. So this could have been his stick. I never seen my papa use it. Who knows? I found it in the basement along with a little typewriter. This is a McCormick, okay? And there's a little shamrock down here, you see it? Yeah. A little Lucky Green shamrock. And I don't know what the weight of this stick is, but I like 19 ounces. That's my favorite weight for a stick. This one I really like. I need to have the shaft repaired. It's crooked. You can just a little, but not much. But I mean, if I'm not gonna play again, it doesn't really matter. One day they just all went away. So weird. My favorite place, It's like the most magical things happen there, and then I can't explain it to you, but in one day, August 24th, 2018, in one day, they all just stopped talking to me. They just all stopped talking to me. They really did. It was so strange. I've never figured out what happened. Everybody, it's coming up on 2 years. Just everybody was like, see ya. That's a hard thing to get over, especially when you don't understand why. It's like one day everyone just stops talking to you, and you're like, what did I do? And everyone just stops answering you or calling you back, or you're like, what in the world is going on? And well, I've never figured it out. You know? It's like, what question did I ask there? Yeah, what happened to her mom? I'm sorry, I don't mean to take it out on you. I'm just giving you some backstory, you know. Just some backstory for you. No big deal. No big deal. Anyway, so then, yeah, that happened, and it just went to, downhill from there, like really downhill, like, That's why I used the cards so, like, well, that's why I was on like a kick a couple years ago, like nonstop to use the cards, because I could, no one would call me back, period. So I was like, maybe I'll just try the cards for some answers. And then, like, well, I need some money too. I see all these people on YouTube making money reading. I'll start my own YouTube channel reading. Maybe somebody will donate some money to my channel, and I'll be able to, I'll have some money, because like I said, it's not been cool since then. I'm trying to keep it light, you know? I'm trying. What happened after that? Where are we? Oh yeah, we're at Louisville at the bar I used to work at, and then play pool at 17 years later. And now we're gone. Ooh, that was fast. So I'm drawing a blank. All I can think about is, what the fuck happened? What happened? Where did everyone go? Why did they all go? I don't know. 7 weeks ago is very, very important for a lot of you watching right now. I can't stop pulling the card. 7 weeks ago. 7 weeks, 2 months ago as well. It's all over. Someone suffering from supraventricular tachycardia. They had an EKG maybe 7 weeks ago. Or 2 months, 7 weeks ago. Someone had an EKG and they were diagnosed with supraventricular tachycardia. And there's really not much you can do about that. My daughter has it. It's just, you can't get up fast. You have to get up slow. Right? You have to just get up slow. Your blood is not circulating quick enough, and you're getting dizzy and falling down. That's what that is, basically. I'm not a doctor. But someone's suffering from that. Someone's suffering from vertigo, and they could put some rose quartz in their pocket. Try the Epley maneuver. Someone is having very rapid fire migraines, like boom, 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 out of nowhere. This could be the same person that has the supraventricular tachycardia. You know, when your blood's not circulating the way it should, and they don't know why. I'm sure it causes stabbing headache pains, right? Just boom, boom, fast. Where are we going? Where are we going? Someone has an ulcer because they've been worrying like crazy. Someone has some type of jaw pain. has a jaw pain. There's a jaw pain going on. But it feels like someone's got, like, it's a pinched nerve. All this is like a pinched nerve with this pain. Okay, so anyway, moving forward, right? Your challenge is being able to come out of the cave. You've been, stuck in a cave. You want to come out. You want to illuminate the truth. You want to shine a light on the truth, but you can't get out of this cave. And let's just say, it's like putting a lamp under our bed. Doesn't make any sense. You can't see anything. Who lives under the bed? Except my other scarf that goes with this bathing suit much better. And then, you want to change your mind about something that you want to change your mind about something that you did 10 weeks ago, possibly. Or you want to change your mind about something you did 17 weeks ago, 2 months ago. There's a change. You want to make a change. You want to change your mind about something. It's been bothering you that bad. Like, it is giving you heartburn. It's giving you shooting headache pains. It's making your heart beat fast. It's making you feel dizzy. It's making your jaw even hurt. It's really bothering you, and you really, really, really want to lay this burden down. Advice is to redo something that you did 3 years ago. Change something that you did 3 years ago as well. Like, there's something you did 3 years ago that contributed to all of this. Go back 3 years ago to change lust to justice. Go back 3 years to change lust to justice. It's like 3 years ago you just said, whatever, I give up. I'm not fighting for justice or truth anymore. I just, damn, that bitch looks good. Do you know what I mean? It's like you gave into you let, like, and I'm not trying to be preachy here, it's like you let lust take over your life 3 years ago. I could be talking about me for all I know. I don't know. I don't remember letting lust take over my life 3 years ago. Let's see. No. 3 years ago is crying. Anyway, but you did 3 years ago. 3 years ago, you changed lust. And maybe that for someone was a good thing. But there's another person that I'm reading for that it wasn't a good thing. 3 years ago, you used someone's very specific, and it's not for my pocket tie. I'm just finishing, just rolling with it, right? Just go with the flow. That's what I'm doing. 3 years ago, you compromised yourself, or you compromised someone else so badly that you turned them into like a whore and they didn't even know it. You compromised someone else's life 3 years ago. You changed someone else's life 3 years ago. And it's killing you. It is. When are you going to do something about it? Are you going to step up to fix it? Hold on. I have something for you. Remember this? It's called Stibnite. You said you'd buy it back from me. Well, I'd like to sell it back to you. What do you think 3 years of someone's life costs? What's it worth? What's it worth? What is 3 years of someone's life worth? What do you think 3 years of my life is worth? Do you know what this is the crystal for? Scorpio. Transition. Salt. Yeah. I think it looks like a train wreck, but it's a beautiful train wreck. You can't take your eyes off of it. Yeah, so if you're watching, this is for sale. It's been on sale on eBay forever. What do you think 3 years of my life is worth? How much change do you have? Is your pocket tie big enough? Do you have a blank check in your tie? Let's do some math. What is my life worth per day? Per diem. What's my per diem? Times 3 years. Nothing? It's worth nothing. I'm worth nothing. Not even a boo. So here's a tip. You can't get in to see your dentist. If you ever have a toothache that's so bad and you just really need someone to care for you, and it's killing you, the pain, it's so terrible, and you can't get in to see the dentist, go get some clove oil from the store. Get a Q-tip, put your Q-tip down the clove oil, put it on where it hurts. It tastes so nasty, and it hurts more itself when you put it on. Keep the Q-tip there as long as you can take it before you just have to take it out and start rinsing your mouth out with cold water. What it does is kill the end of the root that's exposed. And once you get that, you'll have to rinse for about 3 or 4 minutes with cold water. Get a cup. Once that's all gone, the pain will be gone too, until you can get in to see your dentist, if you have one. So yeah, so this is going to be on eBay for sale. I'll come up with a price. I'll eventually put the link in there, and pass it on, man.